Hello, my name is Narang. Today, I'm going to take you through the topic corporate action and its types. So, first, let's understand what is corporate action. As written, it's an event carried out by a company that materially impacts its shareholders. Now, we'll understand the types of corporate actions. As you can see, there are various types of corporate actions: merger and acquisition, stock split, reverse stock split, right issue, tender, change in name of the company, change in the owner, change in entity, and spin off. So let's understand merger and acquisition. It's a combination of two or more companies into one company. It's also known as amalgamation. Some of the reasons for mergers are diversification, market dominance, which result in increase in market share. Another is tax benefit. When profit making company merge with loss making company, the company formed after the merger will have lower tax liability than the tax liability of independent profit making company. The example of merger is merger of Vodafone and Idea. Types of merger: vertical, horizontal, concentric, and conglomerate. So what is vertical merger? It is when two companies combine that are in different stages of the supply chain. The best example for this is eBay and PayPal merger. It streamlined the online payment process for eBay and popularized the use of PayPal, hence increased profit for both. Next is horizontal merger. It is when two companies combine that are in the same industry or same stage of industrial process. The example for this is the merger of Disney Plus and the Hotstar, which results in Disney Plus Hotstar. Third is concentric merger, which is also known as non-direct competitor horizontal merger. It consists of a combination of two or more companies that reside in the same industry but are not direct competitors. The example is Citicorp and financial services company Travelers Group, which merged in 1998. Both companies were in the financial services industry, but they had different product lines. Last but not the least is conglomerate merger. It is the combination of two or more companies engaged in entirely different businesses. So there are two types of conglomerate merger: pure and mixed. Pure conglomerate merger is where both the companies in merger are in entirely different businesses with no strategic overlap. For example, the merger of General Electric and NBC. Another is mixed conglomerate merger, which involves firms that are looking for product extensions or market extensions. The example is merger of Walt Disney and Pixar Animation Studios. Now we'll go through acquisition. What is acquisition? Acquisition is the act of buying some or all the shares of a target company. The best example for acquisition is when the Tata Group acquired Air India on January 27, 2022 by winning the bid of rupees 18,000 crore. Next we'll understand what is stock split and how it works. Stock split is a corporate action in which company issues additional shares to its shareholders with increase in their outstanding shares, decrease in price per share with no change in market cap. Reason of stock split is to intentionally lower the price of a single share, making the company stocks more affordable without losing the value. Let's say most investors are more comfortable in investing 100 shares of $10 compared to one share of $1000. We'll understand this with the help of an example. Let's say there's a company XYZ whose outstanding share is 20 million shares and price per share is $100. So the market cap will be $2 billion. A company's board of directors can choose to split the stock by any ratio. A stock split may be 2-for-1, 3-for-1, 5-for-1, 10-for-1 or any. In this example, company's board of directors decided to split 2-for-1. Right after the split take effect, the number of shares outstanding would double to 40 million while the share price would be halved to $50. But the company's market cap remains unchanged. Hence, the market cap remains the same. Next is reverse stock split. It is opposite of stock split. Here, company consolidate the number of existing shares of stock into fewer, which is to higher price shares. Company opt this to attract big investors, boost spin-off prices, and many other reasons. Now we'll understand this with the help of an example. There's the ABC company, which has 10 million outstanding shares of $5 per share. As the price per share is lower, the company management decided to artificially inflate the price per share and to go for the 1-4-5 reverse stock split. Once the corporate action exercise is over, the company will have 2 million new shares with each share now costing $25 each. Hence, the market cap remains the same as in the case of stock split. Next is right issue. It's an invitation to existing shareholders to buy new shares at discounted price. Company opt this to raise more capital, usually when they are in financial trouble. Also, by this, company is giving shareholders a chance to increase their exposure to the stock at a discounted price. So, how do right issue work? Let's say Arsh, the shareholder, owns 1000 shares in ABC company and the price per share is $5.50. The company is in financial trouble and need to raise cash to cover its debt obligations. Therefore, ABC announces a right offering to raise $30 million by issuing 10 million shares at $3 each to its existing investors. The price is 45% less than the $5.50. So, Arsh as a shareholder has three options: whether he can subscribe in full, or ignore the right, or sell the rights to someone else. Let's assume Arsh decided to subscribe in full. So for 1000 shares he holds, he can buy up to 300 new shares at a discounted price of $3 for a total price of $900. Now, after right issue exercise, the market price of ABC shares will not $5.50. As a result, the value of each of Arsh's existing shares declined from $5.50 to $4.92. Hence, the loss on Arsh's existing shareholding is offset exactly by the gain in shares value on the new rights. Means the new rights share cost Arsh $3, but they have a market value of $4.92. The next corporate action is very interesting, which is tender. It's an offer to purchase some or all the shares of shareholders in the corporation. It is also known as takeover bid, or can say acquiring the company. There are different types of tender offers: mini tender, hostile tender, friendly tender, partial tender, two-tier tender, self-tender. First, we'll talk about mini tender. It's an offer to purchase less than 5% of its stocks directly from the current investors. Second is hostile tender. It is an offer in which the entity or person does not inform the board of target company. Next is friendly tender offer. When an offer is made for the outstanding shares of a target company, the board of directors is usually informed about the intentions. If the board recommends accepting the offer, it's called a friendly offer. Now next is partial tender. It is an offer to purchase some but not all the shares of the company. Another is second tier tender. In this, initially the acquiring company makes a tender offer for obtaining voting control of the target company, and in the second stage, the rest of the shares will be purchased. Last is self tender. It is an offer by the firm to its shareholders to buy some or all the shares they will purchase back after some time. It is also known as buyback offer and can be a tactic to prevent hostile takeover or make it more difficult. Now we'll collectively talk about the rest of the 4 corporate actions: change in name of the company, change in the owner, change in entity, and the spin-off. The first three are very clear by its names: change in name of the company, change in owner, change in entity like private company become public, or change to LLP. Now the last corporate action is spin-off. Spin-off means when the part of the existing company apart from it and become a different entity, company, corporation, firm. The example of spin-off is the spin-off of Ameriprise Financial from American Express in 2005, and it was the 6th largest spin-off. And now the company is ranked 245th on the Fortune 500 and also ranked the 9th largest independent broker dealer based on asset under management. So it's the end of the small presentation on corporate action. Thank you and have a nice time.